today's lesson, we're making iron gall ink. So I've got the galls here, iron 2-sulfate salt. This recipe has been used for 1,500 years. In fact, yeah, it's one of the most ancient recipes for ink. There are plenty of different recipes online that you can find, and I've posted links in the lesson plan itself. This is the ink that, yeah, was used to write the Magna Carta, Declaration of Independence. This is the ink that Shakespeare would have used, that Galileo, Da Vinci would have used. It's very, very simple to make, right? So easy that essentially a medieval peasant could do it. But there's a lot of interesting chemistry taking place. We've got basically a lot of complex, like a metal organic complex is being formed. Basically to set up, if you've got access to these oak galls, wasps make these in oak trees, you can just pick them up wherever you find them. What you'll do is essentially gather a bunch of them, crush them up, make tea. So you grind them up finer powder than this, sit them in a jar of water, clean water, either deionized or distilled water, set it in the sunlight, let it steep, essentially sun tea, for about 3 days, and you should get like a rich, dark brown solution. Filter that, and that'd be your tannic acid solution that you'd use. If you can't source your gall organically, store-bought is fine. Like I would actually recommend this for the follow-up experiments that we'd do. Now, if your students are anything like mine, they'll dogmatically follow the recipe and sort of like shut their brains off. To avoid that, I've been as vague as possible in the instructions, right? Prepare an aqueous solution of this, prepare an aqueous solution of this, mix together, make ink. Hopefully, like my students would have in mind, okay, I know the ink that we're trying to make, right? Like this is the blue-black ink. That was the origin of the convention of using blue or black ink on official documents, right? They have an idea of what they're trying to make, but the specifics I leave up to them, right? So that they're already in the mindset, okay, like I want to do this the best way as possible, record all the steps that I make. So we'll go ahead and get to it. So just measure out, like I'm just going to quickly do this, but the tannic acid, light brown powder, iron 2-sulfate, have a pale blue powder. You see it's contaminated. Well, I used this before to set up another. Mix it together and you instantly get this rich, dark solution. So the ink is made. The ink is made. To follow up on this, maybe challenge your students to optimize this recipe, right? So like shelf stability tests, we could do color fastness and other things. Now the problem with this ink is it's really acidic, right? Over time, it's going to dissolve whatever you write with. And this is the kind of the importance of like why this ink is still used, right? Like all these important documents, all these historical manuscripts, books and things written in this ink, like they're actively destroying themselves. So museum curators, conservators are very focused on replicating this ink, replicating these documents, basically to test out different conservation methods, different solutions they can maybe apply to these books to maybe extend their lifespan. That's about it. Right? If you can't get your iron 2-sulfate, like you can mix it yourself. I've got here drain cleaner. You want acidic drain cleaner, and it'll say like virgin sulfuric acid on it. I got this basically the bottom shelf at Walmart, so the toddler level shelf. Yikes. There are many different types of drain cleaner out there. Be sure yours is the acidic one. Like no drain cleaner should ever go down your drain. Okay, like you can't snake it out. Call a plumber. This is just iron, like steel wool. I got the finest wool possible, so it'll dissolve faster. I made the mistake of getting the soap infused kind, so I had to like get the soap out, and that's kind of tedious. If possible, just get this, just get this. I mean, you can make your separate solutions or separate compounds yourself, and that could be fun. But for the purpose of making ink, yeah, just mix and pour. Thank you.